Yo, this is it. I'm Mr. Fade, and you're listening to Attack of the Beats on IllMuzik.com. 5 beats, 5 reviews, that's what I do. And this is episode number 225. So let's get into it right away. First up, we got 5-Star NC with Mrs. Jones. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was 5-Star NC with Mrs. Jones. Now, with this one, I do like what you did with it because the chops are really good. It's just that, you know, it follows the actual melody pretty much, you know, of the original song and stuff. But I mean, that's just my preference. I prefer not to do that. I prefer to just completely change it up so that, you know, like nobody really knows where it came from, the sample, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's fine with what you have and stuff because it's very, very smooth and stuff. And I like what you did with the horns and whatnot. And then when you did the strings chop, like repeating all the way through and stuff, that was really good and stuff. The drums are nice, but they just sound a little dry though, you know? Like, I would suggest, you know, for something like that to have something just a little more, you know, smoother and stuff, whether it's the actual drum samples you're using, the drum hits or whatever, or, you know, if you're using some sort of loop and whatnot, you know, I would prefer like a loop for in a case like this, because with the chops, like I said, because you're following the main melody pretty much, it's like, for me, I would suggest to have, you know, make the drums kind of like the focal point, if you will, you know. So a loop, of course, will help you with that big time, you know. Or you can have the loop and your own drums on top of that, whatever, you know. But still, it does sound very nice, very smooth. It would have been nice to hear a little bit of a low end on that and stuff. But I mean, you could always do that with a filter and everything. But still, it's nice because of the sample, right? The original sample is so smooth. And but yeah, still, it's good what you have. I just think it needs a couple of tweaks here and there and stuff, and you'll be good to go. All right, so next up we've got Bandia Gotak. Is that how you pronounce it? You gotta tell me, man. I keep forgetting. With To The Bone. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Bandia. I should just say Bandia then, with To the Bone. This one, this was good. It's just like the beginning, the piano sounded really, really good, and then all of a sudden it just cuts off, and then the next part comes in, and I just thought, okay, well, it should be a better transition, like a smoother transition instead of just cutting off or whatever. But then I see where you went with that, and then but what was it, like 30 seconds in, you brought in the full beat, and it was really, really good. The drum work was very nice. I love the drum pattern. The drum sounds are really good too, and everything, and really nice melody as well. So it's a good beat. It's just that then all of a sudden, you kind of went back to just, stopping that and then bringing in something else. So in a way, it kind of sounded like there was some sort of like, I don't know, I thought maybe you had submitted like a compilation or something. It just sounded like you were just going from like one part to the next or whatever. So, for what you have, I would suggest just to keep it, keep it smoother and stuff, like have a better transition from one part to the next. Like at the end you did that, but the other parts at the beginning and then towards the end, middle part or whatever, I just thought it could have been a smoother transition rather than just stop abruptly and whatnot. But the main beat itself that you have, that was really good. I would like to hear more of that and stuff. But especially, like I said, the drums are really good on that. So just the transitions, man. All right, so next up we have Charles Will with Charles Willingly. Let's check it out. All right. Okay, so that was Charles Will with Charles Willingly. This one, mix-wise, I would say it really needs to be tightened up. Because of the 808, how bassy it is, how heavy it is, and then the snare, how wide it is. But then if you're thinking about it, like, if you're playing this, let's say late at night, you're driving around. Well, then I think the mix is fine, because I think it'd be perfect. It's just boom, 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 going as you're driving around. But still, no, mix-wise, though, it's I think that's the only thing with this. The piano is very nice, very smooth as it comes in. The whole beat's very smooth, very laid back. And I think it's just because of the mix overall. Like I said, the bass, the 808 being boomy, and snare is wide, like a little bit piercing, but, it's just sitting a little too loud in the mix for my liking around. And you want to piss some people off, I guess. Well, that bass, but mix-wise, from a production standpoint, piss some people off, I guess. Well, that bass, but mix-wise, from a production standpoint, yeah, it needs to be tightened up and stuff, and very smooth. I like that. Very smooth beat. All right, so next up we have the Cool Crush with Big Presidential Suite. Let's check it out. Alright. Okay, so that was the Cool Crush with Big Presidential Suite. This one was a real head nodder. I like that. It was, it really was. I mean, it was just like, the drums, just the whole bounce to this beat. It just sounded really, really good. I really liked it. And the on the hook, when you brought in the horns and whatnot, it just made it sound so jazzy instead of just horns there or whatever. It was a nice like jazzy feel to it. And I know maybe you're probably just trying to make like the main part of the beat, the main loop and whatnot, to be open for vocals and stuff, and that's fine. But for this, for Attack of the Beats, I would just suggest if you had an actual proper melody on top throughout and stuff, like nothing major, just something here and there, and maybe a couple sounds coming in and out or whatever, because I was just waiting for that, because it just sounded like it was just ready to have something on top, maybe like a little bit of piano or whatever you had something in the background I could hear, but I just thought if I could hear a little more and whatnot and stuff. But then when it dropped in again on the hook, that was really, really nice, like I said, the jazzy feel, but overall it was a nice bounce to it, a nice feel to it, really good drum work and all that. But like I said, I was just hoping for more of like a little bit of a melody and whatnot, but for what you have, yeah, I like it. It's good. Alright, so next up we have VJ Retro with The Destiny. Let's check it out. Alright. I guess that was VJ Retro with The Destiny. And this one, the drums are nice. I really like that. They're not like too much in your face. They're laid back. They just complement the chops a lot and all that. And I do like the chops. It does get a little repetitive, a couple parts or whatever, but I do like the chops overall. They sound nice. I was trying to pinpoint what sounded a little bit off to me, and I think it was probably the bass line. It just sounds like I guess it's sort of like a little out of tune with the samples, So I don't know if you're playing the bass underneath that, like a separate bass or whatever, but that's what it sounds like to me. It just sounds like it's a little bit off compared to the samples. Like it's like, in other words, it just sounds a little muddy, I guess, something like that. It's okay. Like it's one of those things, like it passes, but it could, it could be looked at, like let's check it out. See if it's really that's giving it this like muddy sound or whatever. So like I said, just slightly, I don't know, it just sounds a little bit off in that case. But I like the little vocal snippet coming in and stuff, and then the little scratches you have, and plus I like the mix, how everything's positioned and whatnot. It does sound really good. Like I said, the chops are really good, drums are really good. For me, I think it's just that bass line, it needs to be checked out. And yeah, because I think without the bass, I was just trying to like listen to it without the bass, like okay, how would this sound and stuff. So I think yeah, it's good. It's just I think it's that bass, not sure, but anyway, check it out. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm Mr. Fade. This is Attacking the Beats. Keep sending your beats in, I'll keep reviewing them, and my favorite beat is The winner is, drum roll please, Bandiago Tack, To the Bone. Let's check it out.